Okay, so we're back here. Um, so now we're just going to go over some of the benefits of joining Local 728. So the first thing is just that now you are in a union, um, and so big companies they have a lot of things going for them. They can put money into politics, and they have tons of resources, be it money or people. Um, And so, like, this is kind of what um, this like cartoon is kind of talking about is that, they have the whole corporate structure. They're, the fact that they are a business and that they can donate, whatever they want to politicians. They have employers associations because they have realized that um, working collectively is a good idea, and that maybe they should band together, similar to how a union is, and they should work towards common goals. Um, and so, and so they'll like get together and lobby members of Congress, or get together and put their money towards any sort of like political goals they might have. And then they hire company experts, be it lawyers or, you know, like other consultants and stuff like that to help them avoid unions, to help pay, allow them to pay lower wages. Um, yeah. So um, that is one thing. And so with a union though, like the cartoon shows that like, you know, you too can work collectively, similar to how the company does it, um, by paying dues. And so, you pay a small amount of money quarterly, and that goes into the union, and then um, the union membership can then decide collectively through some sort of democratic means um, how they want to use that money. Um, and so, we'll go over like how 728 has decided to use that money, but you could imagine training, negotiating, um, other things like that, hiring lawyers, protecting their members. And so it's only once you start paying dues and you have this collective organization that you are able um, to actually start to negotiate on a level playing field with your employer. As you can imagine, if you were just you know one one person trying to negotiate a deal memo with Disney, they're just going to say, okay, take it or leave it. But if you're in a union and you have um, this collective amount of people working with you, Disney is actually going to listen to it now at this point. So one of the big benefits a lot of people like is the medical benefits. It takes 600 hours to qualify in one calendar year, and then it's 400 hours every 6 months. Um, and so the 600 is just to start your medical benefits, and then the 400 is to keep it going. So if you break it down, um, it's not. I don't think it's very difficult to qualify, especially in 728. Because 400 hours is roughly five and a half 12-hour days a month. Um, it's worth roughly $18,000 a year because it's basically $1,500 a month for this health insurance, but there is no cost to you as an employee. The employer pays it all. And yeah, so I think five and a half 12-hour days, it's very doable. Um, so the IAP, it's the individual account plan. This is another very big benefit of joining is it's basically a savings account that your employer puts money into. And so every time you work, the employer puts 6% of wages into this account, and it's professionally managed. So somebody else is investing it into the market for you, and then after you work um, 400 hours in one year, you will get that IAP. Even if you just work 400 hours in the union and then you stop working, when you do retire, you can take out that money. I think a lot of people are, they're like, well, I'm not going to do this forever. Like, how worth it is it for me just to join? If this is not my like plan forever. And what I found is that it's just like that's not really the case. There um, there are a lot of benefits even if you just work, for 5 years in 728. So you also get a free life insurance policy when you join. And then there is a pension in addition to the IAP. And so the pension is basically monthly payments based off of how many hours you've worked, your years in the industry, and then what age you take it at. And just having all of these different like retirement options, for me personally, it's just like something that I did not have working non-union, and so um, once I was able to join 728 and get these things, it was like, oh, I can definitely see the value in this because I was not getting this before in any way, shape, or form from my previous non-union employers. Um, and then there's also an availability list, so you can put your name on the books, and if there is a show that needs more crew, um, they'll call, they may call 728 and say, hey, I need 5 people. And I've ended up on some very big shows as a result of this, and have ended up getting a lot of work um, from just putting myself on the books, and it's all been, scale. Like I've been able to get a lot of very well paying work just from putting myself on the books. And then the next thing is that there is get myself out of the way here. There is further education as well that you can get, and so we have a lot of skills training things. Let me show you a couple pictures here. Yeah, so like we have a follow spot class. We have underwater lighting. Actually, this is me right here, and I think it was like rigging on stage, something like that. Also knots. That's what it was. And so then we have like advanced console programming, fixtures technician, LED fixtures. There's just a lot of classes that the local offers to further yourself as a lighting technician and as a console programmer, and just kind of like learn all of the different things that are that we do in 728. So, all right, I'm gonna stop you there, but we'll come back and we'll talk more about how to actually join the local. Um, yeah, when we're back.